So y'all, I'm in here reading the Bible and I just had a revelation. I'm reading Romans 8. There is therefore no condemnation to them which are in Christ Jesus, who walk not after the flesh, but after the Spirit. So like if you're with God, obviously you're walking with him, you're walking after the things of God. There's no condemnation, there's no shame. You're fine, basically. For the law of the Spirit of life in Christ Jesus hath made me free from the law of sin and death. I'm like, okay, cool. For what the law could not do, in that it was weak through the flesh, God sending his own son in the likeness of sinful flesh, and for sin condemned sin in the flesh. I'm like, hold on. I look up condemned. I know what it means, but I need extra backup, because I'm like, you did not do that. Like condemn mean like subjected, like you're doomed, like you're stuck in, like this is your punishment. So he condemned sin to the flesh. So your flesh is not gonna want anything other than to sin, other than to do the opposite of what God says, then to do the opposite, just to do this opposite of what the Spirit wants, right? I'm like, okay, you already set us up, like. And then it says, okay, that the righteousness of the law might be fulfilled in us, who walk not after the flesh, but after the Spirit. Okay, cool. So if you don't walk after the flesh, you're good, right? For they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh, but they that are after the Spirit do the things of the Spirit. Okay, so if you're after the flesh, you're going to be after lust, fornication, adulterous stuff, stealing, all the stuff that, is very sinful, very flesh-like. But if you're after the Spirit, you're gonna be after peace, after love, after kindness, whatever God says. For to be carnally minded is death, Lord. So if you're in the flesh, and like, obviously the wages of sin is death, basically self-explanatory. But to be spiritually minded is life and peace. Okay, cool. And this is where I got the revelation, y'all. Because the carnal mind is enmity against God. That means like it's the opposite. Like it's going against whatever God says. The carnal mind, meaning the fleshly mind, right? The carnal mind cannot be subjected to the law of God. Neither can it ever be. So it's literally like we can't even. So the revelation I got was, that's why we fast, you guys. We fast to weaken the flesh so that we can actually force it to subject to what the Spirit wants. Because remember, a lot of times we're fighting against ourselves. It's the flesh against the Spirit, right? That's why we fast. Because when you're hungry, the flesh is weakened, and now it really has to like listen. It has no choice but to like conform to whatever the Spirit is trying to do. And I was like, okay, I'm just going to record this because this is interesting. But ye are not in the flesh, but in the Spirit. So if so that be that the Spirit of God dwell in you, now if any man have not the Spirit of Christ, he is none of his. And if Christ be in you, the body is dead because of sin, but the Spirit is life because of righteousness. Fasting is not to please God. Like, of course you have to fast as a Christian, but it's like more so for you, like to die to self, to kill the flesh, to kind of like put it under subjection. Because sometimes your flesh will be telling you, oh, I want candy, I want ice cream, I want to lust, I want to do stuff that is not of God. And I want to be on social media all day scrolling, and you have to really be like, no, time out. And that's why you have to put the flesh under subjection. You have to starve the flesh, because obviously if you keep feeding it, it's going to grow stronger. So that's why we have to fast as Christians, to kind of weaken it so we can be in control of it, so it doesn't rule us. Good stuff, Lord. Really good stuff.